Did Mommy find a good campsite? I did. You like it? Hey y'all, RoamTownGirl here, coming to you from Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which is a stop along the way as I make my way towards the Grand Tetons and Yellowstone. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a good time and you'll want to come back again and again and again. And to my longtime viewers, thank you so much for all your love and support, and I love and appreciate each and every one of you. If nothing else, I had to stop and get a picture with the Antler Arch, because, I don't know, that's what you do in Jackson Hole. Antler Arches, gates to Jackson Town Square since 1960. Hey, that's 3 years before I got here.
It's public. We're going back to phase 4 in Yellowstone. So I think we both like the Tetons better than Yellowstone. But we have to go.
I just made an interesting discovery. That Antler Arch is one of 4, and there are one at each corner of this town square. I did not know that. I thought there was only one. I was gonna make mention, if you want a pit stop here in Jackson Hole, I did find 2 places that have the extra long parking spots for RVs. One is at the Welcome Center, behind it actually, and that one is the closest to walking back to the town and seeing the 4 Antler Arches. There is also another one a little bit further away, about a half mile down the road, and that's the Visitor Center. So both of those places should be easy to remember, right? One's a welcome center, one's a visitor center. And both made accommodations to park your RV, which I appreciate. So I hopped in to go to the bathroom, and when I came out, I was like, what is this? So I just had to show it to you. This is an extreme RV. I call it a beast. Have you guys ever seen anything like this before? I met the couple, they went off into town, but they told me they do extreme camping. Like, they'll take this thing to the snow and drive off and go skiing in the middle of nowhere. The husband, he fly fishes, so he says he gets great use out of that. Fun, irrelevant fact, Scout was a Ford 350, Romeo is a Ford 450, and this thing I never heard of is a 550. Isn't that crazy? So this thing's called an earth roamer, and it does look like it can roam the earth. Now this guy, he's ready for the apocalypse. There's a whole bunch of places to stop and get scenic views along the way once you leave Jackson and as you're making your way to the Grand Teton National Park. So I'm going to stop at a handful of them and show you. This one is called Mormon Row, and it was a settlement of Mormons back in the late 1900s. I think it said 1920s. Oh boy, was it the 1820s? I'm gonna have to go back and look. I just walked 5 feet from the sign. I already forgot. Here's the sign. The Mormons arrived in the 1890s from Idaho. Now you know. They said, imagine there are 33 homes and a church and, you know, all the makings of a small town. And this first group came from Idaho. So let's walk around and check the place out. I love things like this. This stop was just a mile and a half off the main road, so not too much of a detour. The other places are actually, I think, right along the highway, so very little probability of getting lost along the way, which, by the way, I am fully capable of. That's no fun. They boarded up the windows. We can't look inside. Anybody gotta go potty? Apparently this one, they did leave the window so we can see what's inside. Although I'm not sure we want to. Can you see anything? I'm too short. Okay, you're gonna get a view that I can't see. There's a hole up high. I'm gonna put the camera through the hole. Tell me what you see. Is it scary in there? Side note, I am solo again. I left the caravan, although I absolutely adore traveling with my friend Alicia. Her friend and I, not so much. Anyway, I'm not gonna say anything more than that. Well, maybe I am. One of the things that didn't work for me was this woman had a much smaller RV and she drives it like a car. And both me and my friend Alicia have larger rigs, which means you have to take things into consideration like pulling hills. We cannot go 60 miles an hour. Going down hills, you know, we can't ride the brakes. Anyway, one of the times we boondocked, this woman always went first to scout ahead, and although I didn't capture the actual incident on film, this is a good recreation. I have never, ever gone down a road where it was only wide enough for one RV and both sides had tall grass. And you don't know what's ahead. Anyway, I let the two of them go down that road and then determine it was not a good choice. I stayed back. But this little pathway here is very reminiscent. In fact, I think it's giving me PTSD looking at it. I'm telling you, pretend that's a road. That is the equivalent of what she was attempting to take us down. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see what's inside the barn. This house looks kind of modern. And there's Romeo. I just put new tires on Romeo, so I think I'm in for at least 4 years before I sell him and get a smaller RV. That's what I'm thinking. It looks like there's a Mormon Row Part 2. I think I can get the RV down there. time for this one, but this is the Glacier View turnout.
Take the next left to stay on Snake River Overlook, then you'll arrive at your destination.
Now we're at the Snake River Overlook. So this is a spot that Ansel Adams took a very famous one of his photographs. Well, you have to stand on top of your car though to get the... See, he was standing on top of his car. Oh, I'm sorry, that's at Half Dome. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm glad you did. Ooh, I see more tripods.
Did I ever tell you that that's what my bachelor's degree is in? Photography. That was my first career. But anyway, back to the Snake River Overlook. Really beautiful, huh?